Have you ever sensed a loved one's presence after they've died away? Out of sight? I still recall the day my entire world collapsed. The morning was calm. I received a message that completely transformed my life just as the sun was about to rise. Although I'm no longer physically here, my soul remains with you at all times. It came from a very special person who I lost very recently. I experienced a strange feeling of serenity at that very time, despite the sadness and tears. You understand how difficult it is if you have ever encountered such a significant loss in EXP. The morning was calm. I received a message that completely transformed my life just as the sun was about to rise. Although I'm no longer physically here, my soul remains with you at all times. It came from a very special person who I lost very recently. I experienced a strange feeling of serenity at that very time, despite the sadness and tears. In that final message, there is a doorway for spiritual healing and connection. If you have ever suffered such a devastating loss as EXP, you know how difficult it can be to find peace. Join me in this video as we discuss ways to welcome the spiritual lessons that have been left behind and how to move through loss with a fresh feeling of love and optimism. One of the most difficult things we may go through is losing someone we love. You could experience overwhelming emotion, disbelief, and a sense of drift after it. In the middle of this chaos, it's critical to accept your loss and give yourself permission to experience the hurt. The healing process includes every tear, every sigh, and every recollection. While grieving is a normal reaction to loss and a sign of your intense affection for the departed, there is frequently a lesson to be learned in the middle of this suffering. A farewell present from your loved one, a spiritual thread tying their essence to your heart. This message can act as a beacon of hope, guiding you through the depths of loss and leading you to a place of understanding and tranquility. Imagine getting a meaningful note from a loved one that lives beyond the physical realm. It may just say, "I love you," or something more. It's a moving reminder that love never dies. Rather, it lives on in our souls, or a more complex declaration of their hopes and intentions for your future. Think about this message carefully. Allow it to become a part of you and welcome the comfort it offers. This spiritual link can enable you to experience their presence in a profoundly different way, giving you comfort in your sad moments. From a spiritual standpoint, grieving is more than simply an emotional journey. It's a spiritual one. One way to see grief is as a trip that the soul takes to develop and evolve, a transforming process. You have the chance to gain a deeper comprehension of life, death, and the connections that bind us all. Think about the ways that various spiritual traditions handle bereavement. The idea that they are still looking over you and guiding you from the other side, and that their journey isn't finished, might be consoling. There are several phases of grieving: denial, anger, bargaining, despair, and acceptance. Every stage offers opportunities for spiritual growth and enlightenment, in addition to its own set of difficulties and teachings. For example, during the denial stage, you may find comfort in praying or meditating on a higher power for guidance and consolation when you're angry. Invest your feelings in spiritual activities like writing or time spent in nature. Bargaining and finding serenity in the outside world might lead to deeper spiritual truths. Looking for guidance and comprehension in your loss. Crucial aspect of the grieving process is mourning, which in many spiritual traditions enables you to express your sadness and start the healing process. Establishing a daily routine that aligns with your spiritual beliefs may be a crucial way to provide structure and communal support at this trying time. These rituals, which can include anything from lighting a candle in remembrance of your loved one, to designating a specific time for prayer or meditation, to building a tiny shrine filled with mementos and pictures, can bring you closer to them and offer consolation as you work through your loss. From a spiritual standpoint, memories are more than simply recollections. They are ties to the person's soul. Memories are strong because they capture the essence of your loved one and may be consoling. That who has died away. Spend some time cherishing these recollections. These actions honor the memory of your loved one and help you keep their spirit alive in your heart. Many people report feeling a sense of presence or receiving signs from their departed loved ones. These can take many different forms. Make a memory book, write down your favorite moments, and share stories with others. Dreams involving the discovery of significant things, strange coincidences, or even hearing their voice in times of need may be incredibly consoling. In order to confirm that your loved one's soul is still with you, pay attention to these signals and indicators. They can act as a gentle reminder of the unbreakable connection you two share. So accept them as gifts. Messages that might support you in healing and get you through your loss. Messages of love and hope. Spiritual activities can provide effective coping strategies for grieving people. Mindfulness. You may connect with the broader world and your inner self via prayer and mindfulness, which can help you discover strength and serenity. Think about implementing these routines into your everyday life. Set aside some time each day to practice prayer or meditation, paying attention to your breathing and letting go of any thoughts about your loved one. These peaceful times of introspection may guide you through the grief's waves and help you find peace in the middle of the chaos. Although grieving might sometimes feel lonely, you don't have to experience it alone. For assistance, get in touch with your spiritual community, be it a mosque, church, temple, or meditation group. It may be consoling and enlightening to be surrounded by others who hold similar ideas. Attend services, take part in spiritual conversations, or pray in groups. You feel less alone and gain a sense of support and connection when you talk about your sorrow with like-minded people. Spiritual communities play a critical role in offering assistance and direction during grieving. They provide a secure environment in which to vent your feelings and share your sorrow with people who are sympathetic to your suffering. Participate in customs and ceremonies held in the community to respect the memory of the deceased, by letting you know that you're not grieving alone and that many others are thinking of and honoring your loved one. These group activities may provide you a feeling of community and comfort. It might be important to seek professional assistance when the pain of loss becomes unbearable. Therapists and counselors that specialize in spiritual counseling assist people in navigating their sorrow from a spiritual standpoint. Please get in touch if you need expert advice. Should you find it difficult to manage, a spiritual advisor may give tailored assistance, assisting you in comprehending and managing your feelings while providing methods and resources to promote your recovery. Traveling. A potent method to honor your loved one and find solace in your loss is to establish a private spiritual ritual. Depending on your beliefs and tastes, you may make this ceremony as simple or complex as you wish. Think about engaging in activities that make you feel at ease and connected to others. You can include rituals such as praying, lighting a candle, listening to music, or going outside. Putting your spiritual thoughts in writing. Your comprehension of your sadness might be enhanced, your healing process aided by reflections and insight. Keeping a spiritual bond with your loved one may provide you both support and courage. Look for methods to honor them in your day-to-day activity. You can do this by chatting to them in your thoughts, praying, or engaging in meditation. You could want to set up a little altar or area in your house only for your loved one. You might find comfort and a stronger sense of connection with your loved one during these deliberate moments of recall. You may process your sorrow via writing, which is both a therapeutic and spiritual exercise. Writing in a journal about your emotions, memories, and ideas may give you a secure place to express your feelings and assist you in coming to terms with your loss. Consider penning letters to your significant other, capturing all the things you wish you could say. This might provide you closure and a sense of connectedness to them. Arrange mementos, pictures, and anything that bring back memories of them. You may sense their presence and strengthen your relationship by using this precious place as a focus point for your prayers and thoughts. From a spiritual standpoint, acceptance is an important step in the mourning process. Finding peace with the truth of your loved one's passing and realizing that they live on in a new form are the hallmarks of acceptance rather than forgetting or moving on. Go at your own speed as you accept this acceptance. Have faith in the spiritual process and understand that experiencing a range of emotions is normal when working through your sorrow. It will take time for acceptance to arrive, bringing reconciliation and recovery. Paying respect to your loved one's spiritual legacy may be a heartfelt approach to preserve their memory. While you think back on the principles and teachings they taught, plan methods, honor their life and accomplishment. A memorial service might be planned. In their honor, do deeds of compassion and service, establish a charity, or award a scholarship. You can feel a feeling of purpose and continuity from these acts, which might aid in your connection to their spirit. It's possible to rediscover happiness and purpose in life, even if the anguish of loss might never totally go away. Accept the chance that your mourning presents for spiritual development. Give yourself permission to start over and draw strength from the love and memories you have stored up. By embracing spiritual development and looking for opportunities to pay tribute to their memory, keep in mind that your loved one would want you to lead a happy and fulfilled life. Their soul can accompany you on your journey. Seek the assistance and strength of your spiritual community. Join in the customs of the community. Take part in spiritual conversations and services. These relationships might help you feel like you belong, and that you're not the only one going through a difficult time. Be in the company of individuals who respect and understand your spiritual path. As you go on your recovery path, their support and presence can help you find solace in common beliefs and practices and assist you overcome the difficulties of bereavement. Keep in mind the spiritual legacy your loved one has left behind. Take it with you as a pillar of support and encouragement. Let it serve as a guide through life's obstacles, a constant reminder, your eternal bond. The ghost of your loved one will be at your side always, providing support and affection. Take this lesson to heart and let it illuminate your journey. I am grateful that you have chosen to accompany me on this path of spiritual healing and remembrance as you go with bravery and grace. Though grieving is a deep and unique process, you may find strength and consolation in the love and words left by our loved one. Remind yourself that their love and hope will always guide you, and that you are not alone.